Reginald here. This one's going to be a bit off the cuff. I just have a few thoughts I'd like to kind of throw onto the table after a day of streaming and making like 7 videos in like a couple of days and all of that. So, I saw Tanner's video on the dueling sword and the plasma gun. I was kind of aware where the plasma gun had landed. I had heard, but hadn't actually tried, that they had nerfed the dueling sword. But after I saw what it was doing, that's hysterical. I don't know if this is true, but somebody somewhere mentioned that the dueling sword being able to stagger lock everything is apparently ubiquitous to all weapons and may be a bug. Don't quote me on that. It's not a certainty. I just heard it on the grapevine, right? So I'm just giving you a grapevine knowledge. The rumor mill is rumor milling, right? So this is the light attacks, right? And this is what, I mean, like, 3 guys, I'm not too worried about 3 guys, of course. What's really concerning to me is actually when you have more than 3 guys. And you're blasting through, like, the entire line of all possible enemies for, like, 9 million yards, right? That, to me, on light attacks has always been the problem. It's the insane cleave, being able to just penetrate everything and trivialize groups of enemies through choke points, which being able to shoot through like 1,000 guys, which I guess I have spawner on, I can show you. Being able to shoot through, I can't shoot through those. Hold on. Riflemen. We'll just do like a bunch of riflemen. Being able to kill that entire group of dudes in one shot isn't actually healthy for the game, and I've been maintaining that position for a long time. And I've long argued that probably one of the better ways to address this while keeping the plasma gun feeling powerful and like a plasma gun is to just move some of the power to the right click. Now, as much as I understand the math that Tanner was getting at with the efficiency into crushers, I will say that I'm, like, as much as that's true and real, I'm less concerned about the plasma gun of all weapons in the game being good against crushers. I'm more concerned about being hyper efficient into everything else, right? Like he was mentioning its ability to just kind of like blow holes in literally whole lines of gunners. I think I'm missing the body shot here. I need to hit, but I don't think this is good, right? So if I were to do gunner 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and just that's probably bad, in my opinion. That's probably not good. That I can do that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's probably good. I think expending, you know, everything I've got to do just shy of a one-shot on a single crusher and a bunch of my plasma energy and so forth, I'm willing to tolerate that. I'm not saying it's like the perfect balance, but it's more in line with my vision for what a plasma gun can do, right? And same thing with the Thunder Hammer. Definitely, this I don't think is a good thing. I don't even have, like, real buffs. This is a bit much still. That probably needs to be addressed. I don't necessarily mind for the lighter leads, but yeah, I think we've got a problem here. So I just wanted to mention one thing on this, and I'm sorry for rambling. Obviously, this is a bit unscripted and just sort of off the hip. Tanner's videos were very funny. I think he makes a cogent point. I've seen a few other people discuss it as well. I think that if you guys remember, there was some nerfs proposed that were leaked, apparently. And I saw those leaks, and they looked like they maybe were a good idea. I mean, I'm just saying, like, they might have been a good idea. They might have been based on something. And I remember a big stink being raised about those buffs, those nerfs, and those changes. And now here we are, and we have seen the veteran tree, the zealot tree, and the psyker tree all get various kinds of buffs, including actual stats buffs, though not tremendous ones. It depends on the class, of course. We're still kind of early into it. Some of these nodes surprised me, and I have to figure out, you know, to what degree they're significant. But like, if we look at the actual buffs, you know, there are buffs. There's flexibility to pick up a lot of extra nodes that before were restricted, so you're always able to take the best things. And gee whiz, wouldn't you notice that if you don't nerf the best things, when you make the class stronger as a whole, the class also makes the weapons stronger. So I think that's a surprise. Maybe if we're lucky, we will see some improvements to balance over time. You know, we'll see maybe the dueling sword will catch the nerf that it deserves someday. But until then, apparently we are just LOL. I mean, this build is literally not even designed for this. This is still literally crazy. So, hey, you know, I hopefully, like, listen, I have been advocating for nerfs to things for a while. I understood ahead of time that talent tree being opened up and improved was going to make these classes stronger. That's a given. What I would have liked to have seen is that the actual, like, overall power level didn't move much beyond just opening up the tree. The fact that, you know, certain nodes got added to Zealot is actually kind of wild. I don't know if you've seen some of the attack speed buffs you can get now. It can make your Eviscerator feel like a chainsword. It goes absolutely crazy. So I think, you know, some improvements are good, but I'd also like to see maybe some things toned down in some areas. Overall, though, I'm still fairly happy with the patch so far. In my experience, there's a lot of really good and fun things going on in the game. You know, there's trend lines that are moving in the right direction. Like, we've sort of reduced some of the CDR problems. We've got plasma gunners in the game to help with the gold toughness issue, to sort of mitigate that a little bit. That doesn't mean it's not going to still be meta, but it just mitigates some of that a little bit, makes the game a little more challenging overall. I think some of the spawn mechanics being brought back, like timed hordes, even if it's not completely infinite, repeating time hordes, is really good. I think that the fact that we are seeing some actual fire, like, I think the fact that we're seeing crushers be increased in overall toughness, even if the relative efficiency of something like the plasma gun has gone up, the overall toughness of each individual crusher is better, so they are more interactive. And yes, their spawn rates went down, so their efficiency of the plasma gun went up, but the actual, like, interactability with this enemy is up, right? Like, it doesn't just fall over by the bushelful. It actually is a challenge, and if you don't bring perfectly meta, hyper-efficient gear, you can actually, like, play the game a little bit with these enemies. I think that's kind of nice. This build is not a melee build. This is just my, this is like literally my ranged build, right? This build is designed for this. Probably can get that over 600. I saw 6,000 earlier. Like, you can get there. In any case, the idea that we might have weapons that are actually, like, have a niche into bigger targets and aren't just, like, everything killers is kind of nice. And there's a little bit of that going on. If we could see some of the changes to the plasma gun to make it a little less efficient into lower targets and a little bit more efficient into bigger targets, that would be really nice. And yeah, so far I'm still really enjoying the patch. So, I don't know, a bit unscripted. Thank you for your time. Warm regards, everybody. I would like to take a moment to provide a special thank you to a Rando Dude and Joseph Davison for being Oathmaker level members, and to Zimisk3 and Fluff and Monolith Mask. Also, a shout out to Vinny for continuing to support my channel whenever I do have time to stream. Hopefully that will pick up again soon. Guys, genuinely, I really appreciate it a lot. It honestly is just so encouraging to have you guys supporting me like that, and it means a lot to me personally, so thank you. I hope to continue to bring you high quality content. I continue to do my best. So take care, and I'll see you around. Thanks so much for visiting, and bye-bye.